15,000 people have unsubscribed from the news subreddit, which boasts nearly 9 million subscribers. Now, this happened during a 2-hour period on Sunday. Thousands of Reddit users are 86ing their site amid accusations that Reddit's moderators are deleting hundreds of legitimate posts that actually contained vital information about the Orlando nightclub mass murder as it was happening and the aftermath. Now, this is what one of the site's moderators had to say about this mass deletion. He says, "Only comments breaking our rules are being deleted. If you think it's more productive to cry about censorship than to discuss this horrifying event, we suggest you try another subreddit." So it's My Way or the Highway, the Long Island Expressway. If you don't like how we do things around here, though, he's saying we didn't delete anything that would be, only things that break our rules. That's what he's saying.
Although other people are saying that they were deleting anything having to do with the Orlando shooting at that time.
Correct. So the presumption is that these comments, some of them were accurate information, i.e. where to donate blood in and around the area. Also, as it was happening in real time, people who had information were posting it. But other comments that were the presumption is, Elliot, that the comments that were being deleted were homophobic, anti-Islamic, of that nature, and they just mass deleted just to say, okay, we can't go through all of these.
Sure, there was, as you said, there was certain connections that people were making between homophobia and Islam, offensive comments of that nature, and so I think the understanding is that there was a mass censorship of everything just to kind of contain everything rather than try and filter it through. That's one approach, but there are obviously other conspiracy theories or other approaches, other thoughts that people have had as to why something which, a platform which supposedly promotes the free dissemination and free discussion of ideas freely and unfettered, why it would wish to put the clamps down on something which is so critical and so prominent, and the largest terrorist attack on this country since 9/11.
If I take it on the surface, with the best intentions, they were trying to avoid inaccurate information getting out into the media, right. Because the media, mainstream media, now uses Reddit as a source, and in that situation where nobody knew what was happening and people were clamoring for information, information was popping up on this subreddit, and they wanted to avoid the potential for names being named inaccurately. The name of the shooter was being edited out, and perhaps they wanted to make sure that that was verified before they had somebody being named as the shooter.
The criticism comes with this wide stroke brush of censoring information, and it was likened to the Pamela Geller case, where she had up this site. It was called Stop the Islamization of America. She had upwards of 56,000 likes and followers, and Facebook shut it down. Now, she was able to bring it back up after some time, but there is the notion that just because the moderator didn't like what people were saying, or they thought that it was leaning towards a specific form of hate even, that they took it upon themselves to monitor it, to censor the coverage, and in doing so, they took away information that could have been useful.
Yes, sure, but Facebook as well as Reddit are not just some sort of thing that's owned by the American people. They are businesses.
Right.
They do have the prerogative to delete things if they choose to. It's not just free and open speech. They are businesses owned and decisions made, and you have to live with those, or just find another source.
Right. Well, is the gatekeeper shutting down legitimate coverage here? Did they have a good reason, or were they actually just trying to keep everybody safe while this active shooter was happening on Sunday? We don't know, but what we do know is they lost a few subscribers. They have 9 million currently. 15,000 said to have left their site because their comments were deleted or they were mad. It doesn't look like they were censoring coverage, though, just trying to keep misinformation from being aggregated to the public.